Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will get the first swing of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. And they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Jaguars will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Saunders. Breaks into the open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
Touchdown, Penn State! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the big fella.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Hunt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. The snap sets up the throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets past the chains. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So now to start the second quarter, they'll line up and try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Denmark. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reynolds. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move, it's Malone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
The Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Brings it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Always fun to see 2 of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they have... Breaks into the open. Shakes off the defender. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Jaguars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Rides the back and leaves it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Saunders. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it...
Just plowing ahead. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A run for the quarterback. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Jaguars will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for blockers. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. Coming out with it, it's Phillips. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Jaguars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's short. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Jaguars will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Catches it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Dangerous screen into traffic. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Looking to throw on third. Quickly to the tight end. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And the Jaguars will call on their punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just choose.
Oh, a lot of space. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Safe completion on the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fitted in the window for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
South Alabama, 3.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And you you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jaguars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to him again, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Ivy. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now, because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up the first down, still moving. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. He rifles one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Penn State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best.
There he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Phillips. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Under fire. Touchdown, Jaguars! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Saunders. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
And And what a game-changing play right there, because it looks like he's going to flip the field with a really good punt return, but then he coughs it up, and just like that, the offense is back on the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Makes the catch. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll try to get outside. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has. It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Denmark. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game.